Howdy, it's T1MA. How are you today? Howdy, howdy. It is October, the midnight live stream. My co-host here is doing what it can, doing the best. I see. Yes. Oof. I don't know if it's blowing hot air or cold air or both or what. But yes, that's my co-host, the fan. Oof. Uh, I got a bit of Captain's Blog. There may be some stitching going on. Captain's Blog update crochet. The movie updates, movie recommendations. Yeah, if you up on my posts, then you already know. So you already know what the topic of this live stream is going to be, and you can interact accordingly. All right, so we're gonna share out the live stream here. Aren't we? Yep, we're gonna share out the live stream. Thumbs up. Come on in. You can get some stitches done as well. Let me know what you're working on, if anything. All right. One more share here. Okay. All right. All right. So I shared out the live stream. Yay! All right. Captain's blog updates and such. So since I guess I don't know how to since this is October and Halloween and teens, I know of a few movies that could be considered great movie watchers to put on your movie list. Okay. So I went and gathered them up and I've already shared them. So you know what movies I'm talking about. I did mention them yesterday, but I didn't know the names of them. I have rectified that and I posted them. Okay, now to just say the names right here on the live stream. I'll be able to. I recall one of them. One of them, I don't know the whole title all the way. It got Boneyard in the title of it, but I don't know the full title of it. So was that just the two? Was it just two movies I was trying to think of to recommend? I actually could have looked it up just then. But yeah, I posted them. Voila, I gave more what do you call it? Recommendations to put on your spooky list if you hadn't got your spooky list ready for like movie watches. Yeah. I gave you two more. I gave you like okay, so the two that I put, they like a little more scarier than uh all the other movies that I've recommended. They like, so I've given movies in all the categories, I think, like from less spooky to more spooky. Like, look, there you go, there you go. Um, the two scarier movies that I just recommended, I didn't necessarily watch them during Halloween. I watched them like one the first the one with the two brothers. I forgot when I watched that. It's been a while now since I watched that one. But the one the ranch one, I think I watched that one in the summertime, or either it was spring, but it wasn't last summer or last spring. It was like some years ago now. But I do consider it a good one to put on the list, like for recommendation. Both of them. So I was like, hey, I gotta pass these movies along. One of them I think is like an independent film. They probably both are. I don't know exactly. But I knew I saw like a live stream of one where they were talking about how they had just made it and to go check it out. So I got them all linked and for your convenience, and boop, take you right to the link for you to your viewing entertainment. Uh I did check up on the R.L. Stein's Pumpkinhead because I didn't know. All I saw was the title, and I just was like, I don't know, I don't know. But okay, so yesterday I went looking to see what it was. I looked at the trailer. It looked cute. I mean, it looks it's in the genre that I watch. I watch that type of genre. I don't mind that type of genre that it's in. Now the rating is TV 14, and yeah, I almost thought it was like, well, I almost thought it was another movie that I had saw. It's similar now. It's similar, but it's its own thing. And I like how it looks like, just from the trailer that I watched, it looks like the Goosebumps series. Like, even though it says it's released in 2025, it looks like it looks like the characters from the Goosebumps series. Like, how is this I mean, did you who dusted this off? Like, cause it looked like it done been dusted off and put a new release thing on there because, well, and that's just from the trailer. I hadn't watched it out yet, but I thought about watching it. I really did. I thought about going ahead and watching it yesterday, but I didn't. But yeah, I thought about going ahead and watching it because it was the genre that I don't mind. But yeah, from the trailer, it looks like uh it looks a lot like the series characters and the way it's uh formatted a bit. However, it is a little different because usually, well, now, yeah, and then it looks similar to the series. Yeah, like it's one character in particular. I'm like, whoa, this look dusted off. Um, but okay, yeah, it's okay. I mean, whether it's dusted off or not, it's available for viewing. I went on ahead and shared that too because it looked like it could be a cool party watch. Maybe, I don't know. I hadn't watched it. Um, they got pumpkins in there. So, um, yeah. So yeah, that's it for the movies as far as recommendations go, and for scary movie lists. I did watch my fourth Hallmark movie. Now, this fourth Hallmark movie, I was like, ugh, I'm not even gonna get involved with this fourth Hallmark movie. It it did an about face. Like it had it had the key staples, okay? It had pumpkins. Um it had like the skeletal structure of a Hallmark movie, like person from small town now isn't works in a big city, has to go back home for whatever reason. So they go back home, and so now they're back in the small town, but they want their big city things. And then there's miscommunication, and then okay, so now this is where the movie did an about face. The character that had to go back home, went back home. She was kind of, she had her hang-ups about going back, but she went back, and then her what she was worried about was laid to rest. Seemed like they was like, "Oh no, we glad you came back. Yeah, we glad to see you. Boo 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 boo. We know you busy, girl, and Mama would have loved that you went off and made something of yourself and all this, that, and the third, and we understand, and this, that, and that." And then some miscommunication. Somebody was salty, and they went and throw some salt in her game. She was doing everything all good and all, all, how you say, diplomatic and all that. And then somebody got salty, tried to throw some salt on her game, and folks believed it. Ugh, folks believe, like, y'all didn't just talk to her this morning and saw what page she was on, and then this person come behind her, throw salt in her game, and y'all gonna believe that person? But whatever. And then so they they was like, "Oh, you didn't want to come back to the town. Oh, rah, rah." I just was like, dang, y'all was just saying it was all good, and they was all smiles, and she was feeling herself, and she was happy to be back, and she was seeing some progress in the town and all that. And then after this person throws salt in the game, it was just like they ain't know how to. I don't know if it was they real feelings had bubbled up, or what, but it was like nobody thought that this person was throwing salt in her game. It was like they whole thought process, their whole what do you call that? Their whole, it's like they had no I don't, it's like a switch turned off in them, and oh, she said this about us. Oh, so we gonna believe We gonna believe this. Even though they just sat there and talked to the girl and seen that she had done came around, boop bop beepity beep, they believed the person that came behind her and was like, oh yeah, she don't wanna be here. She ain't wanna come back to the town. And they was like, oh, she don't wanna come back to the town, huh? Oh. And I was just like, like, yeah, that was abrupt. That they was just ready to believe the salt that was thrown on her name and just tell her about herself after they was like, oh, good, did you back in town? And I just was like, dang. I was like, girl, what you finna do? Because are you finna stay or are you finna leave? Like, cause they, they, they already think you don't want to be there, and then you did want to be there, and now she like get, she made this big old confession speech about how she left, why she left, the reason she left and stayed away, and then how she feel about it now, and everybody was there listening. I was like, mm, well, now was all that necessary? Boy, that was abrupt. I'm like, dang. I just knew the toast man was gonna be like, that didn't reasoning. They ain't have no deductible reasoning about them. So it's like they reasoning switch shut up. It's like the script say don't reason. So they did not reason. Cause he had just spoke to her. And then so I would have thought the toastman, because he was asking the question. He was like, she said that? Hmm. And she told you all of this? He was asking all the right questions. But then when he got back up in her face, he was like, I heard you said you didn't want to be here and you didn't want to come back and rah, rah, rah. I'm like, and then she was like, who said that? And then he was like, your old boyfriend, so and so and so. And she was like, that's a lie. Bop, 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 da, 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't you think that dude was lying? Oh, so yeah, that one, I ain't too much care for that one. That one, I wouldn't have been finished with it had I not forged through and continued watching it, because it did not have my attention at all. Um, I was doing other stuff, and then I I was like, dang, I am not watching this movie. It didn't have the je ne sais quoi. It did not have the feeling of the it didn't have the giggles. It didn't have the thrills and the chills with these Hallmark movies. So I guess, like, like, not all of them are that that giggle feeling. Not all of them. Not this one. Cause it even ended abruptly. Like the credits, like they was like, what we finna do? And then they was like, well, I guess we finna go over to so and so, and then the credits rolled up. And I'm like, wow, that ended abruptly, just as abruptly as the town turning on her. Just like, It is. And see, the reason why it kind of got my attention is two people like really like did an about face on her. Her sister, like, okay, when she came into town, she was like, I'm sorry, I didn't come back to town in so long, and bobbity bobbity boobity boo. And then her sister was like, it's okay, we know you went and did, for yourself, and you busy and all that, and it's fine. And we just glad you're back now. And and then when all this come up, when after the person put salt on her name, and now they thinking she done wrote this article that she didn't write. The sister told me something. You left me and mama and rah, rah, rah. And I'm like, whoa, girl, like what, girl? Dang, that was so the opposite of what you had said a couple of days ago. Like, what? How you really feel? That's how I felt about that scene. I was like, and I don't know. It's a wonder she stayed because I was like, I, it's a wonder she stayed. And she was like, I'm gonna stay and I'm not gonna run when stuff get hard and I'm gonna stay blah blah boo crap crap crap. And I'm just like, I mean, they turned you over faster than a hot pillow. On the cool side. Something. I don't know. They just was like, oh my goodness. Oh, oh man. They flipped around like it was a hot pillow trying to get on the cool side. Oof. Okay. And they did have they had all the staples of a autumn Hallmark movie though. They actually had what he said, pumpkin spice lattes, and he made them with pumpkin, what he called it, puree or something like that. Because they on a farm, so his thing is like from the farm to the table. He was saying like how in big cities they don't even use pumpkin in their pumpkin spice lattes. They use like flavored stuff and nutmeg and cinnamon, which I can't even have a couple of them things. I can't even do that real stuff. So that pumpkin or cinnamon. So he bu- he made it right, and she drank it. He was like, "Taste this," because he thought he was like, "I'll make it," and my thing would be his thing would be since he close to the farm, he could make them with fresh pureed pumpkin. So he made it. He was like, "Yeah, da da da, la la la," and he was like, "Try it." And she tried it, and she said, he was like, "How does it taste?" And she said, she was like, "Yuck, that's disgusting." And he was like, "What?" He was like, "Oh, well, maybe I." He was like, maybe I miscalculated measurements, and she was like, I'm just joking. That was that was the best thing in the movie. Like, I was just like, I don't know if she lying or not. Like, she could be. I don't know. I couldn't say it. But he made her some avocado toast. She wanted some avocado toast because that's what she like in the city. So she made her some, and because he got a restaurant in the town. He not from the town, but he moved to the town. And I thought they was kind of like a little kind of bonding. It seemed like a little bond moment. But then when what's the other? I think the ex boyfriend. I think his name was either Randy or Chad or something like that. When Chad came in and told a lie about um the woman, the dude at the restaurant believed Chad, even though he knew that that was her ex boyfriend. I mean, I'm telling you, it was like reasoning. What reasoning? Like we is not having reasoning if in this in the script. It was like reasoning was deleted out of the script. Uh-uh. It was no reasoning. It was it was like reasoning is for another movie. If you want reasoning, it ain't in this movie. It's not here. Cause boy, I just knew they were finna. Oh no, not her, because we just spoke to her this morning. And she was liking the town and this, that, and the third, and she was saying how she missed it and boop it bop it beep it boop. Boy, the way they turned on her, I was like, well, and you could, and she said, mm, ah, mm. She was gonna write a beautiful article. I don't know how Chad got to like. I think he just printed something out. But yeah, he printed something out, something false. She was gonna write a good article because that's what she was there for anyway. She was there to write an article about the town, and she was already gonna write a good article singing the town's praises and things like that. And then here come Chad with his false article talking about what he was talking about her. And boy, they act like Chad had done flipped their reasoning switch, and they was all on Chad's side and believed what he said about her. Boy, okay, let me finish. No, I'm off of it. But yeah, that movie. What was the guy? It was called Home for Harvest. Boy, they harvest her behind. I tell you that. Like they goodness. I just that usually. Uh, well, the first three that I watched, the first three autumn movies I watched, autumn Hallmark movies I watched, they weren't like that per se. Like they had all the elements to kind of sort of like But they weren't harsh like that, boy. They was a bit harsh on her. Uh that it seemed like the harshest movie out of the four. Out of the four. They was like, hurry up, get this done. Let's wrap this up. We already done made three of these movies. Wrap it up done for today. Oh my goodness. I just was like, whoa. Okay. So yeah, that's the movie tip. That's the movies. Okay. Um Books. I'm reading Romantasy Crochet Club by Amanda Sennett, and I'm working on a pattern in there created by Jody Chadwick. So I finished the one of the wing panels for the the fierce item, and then I started working on the un poquito, and I got all I got three of the panels done, and I was gonna begin connecting them maybe on live. I might start connecting them on live. So that's where I'm at with the panels that I'm crocheting. Oof, goodness. Come on, co-host. Goodness. Where you at? Oh yeah, that's my crocheting. My crocheting coming along. Book Book Street building back up. I think I'm on the third day. Oh yeah, let me tell y'all. I'm acting like I do this. Hold on. Um, I crocheted with a 2.75 millimeter crochet hook. What? I sure did. I gave it a go because yesterday the first panel I made it with a 4 instead of getting the 2.75 that's recommended as preference. Because I was thinking that the panels needed to be a bit stiffer. So I was like, well, maybe I do need to work with a 2.75. Now, nothing in the pattern says that it needs to be stiff. Is that was just me and me also giving the 2.75 hook a go. I was like, what better place to do it? Go ahead and try it. So yeah, I was able to crochet with the 2.75 and the worsted weight yarn. It does give a denser fabric. So I'll do this project with the 2.75, I think. And the other one, I don't know if I'm going to start it up. I'm not going to take out what I did. I'm not going to do that. No, no. I might, I might do that project in a 4 and then maybe do it again in a 2.75. Or maybe I'll do another, since I only did one panel in the 4, maybe I could do like the project in a 2.75. Like that 4 panel was just like, I don't know, like a trial or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see. There's several ways to do this. I could do it in a 4, or I could just do it in a 2.75. Yeah. So yeah, 2.75, my clover hook, my clover, uh, more, my clover or more, 2.75. We made it happen, and my yarn was splitting. So, whew, that was a bit of back and forth with my yarn splitting. Made it though, made it. I made 3 panels. Now I'm trying to put them together because that's the magic of it. All of it is the magic of it. Just getting that, getting that piece together. Like this is something else. I jumped in at like almost the end of the pattern because I wanted to see a specific part of it made up. So I jumped in at that part, and I'll go from there. Yeah. But yeah, R.L. Stein movie. It looks like a creature feature type of movie. Mm. Um, yeah, panels. Now gonna be assembling the panels. And that's where I'm at. That's it. That's what Captain Vlog looks like uh today. A lot of crocheting happened. Mm. So yesterday when I was crocheting on the Fierce panel, on the one of the first Fierce panels that I was crocheting, I was already on row 59. 59, I think I was. I thought I was gonna be on row 54 after the live stream, but I was ahead like 5 rows because I had went on ahead and did 5 rows because I had read ahead in the pattern. So those 5 rows are counted. So it was 54 to 59. And at the end of the live stream, I was on 59. And so all I had to do was row 60 and 61. So that panel had 61 rows in it. So after the Hallmark, after the autumn Hallmark movie feature, um, Home for Harvest, I watched Last Holiday. starring the Queen, starring Queen Latifah and LL Cool J and some other people. I don't know. I don't know their names. I don't know. Um, one of the actors resembles Rico Lee, but I don't know if they related or not, or that it just could be an acting thing. Ron, what's his name? Ron. I don't know. For some reason I don't call him Rico Lee. Is that his name? Romeo? Is his name Romeo or Ron? Yeah, Rico Lee. Um, it's a good thing that she wasn't covered by her HMO. Everything like everybody played a part. Like she stayed in her feminine energy, and I like how the movie is laid out and presented, and how she stayed in her feminine energy in her interactions with Sean, and it's almost like Sean was waiting on her to step out of her feminine energy, like, but she didn't, and she didn't, even when she got the news that she did, she stayed in her feminine energy and went about her business. She didn't. Yeah, she stayed in her. She went about her business and lived her life. Uh, cause well, and then for her to be interested in Sean, and then getting the news that she got, and then went on about her business anyway without telling Sean anything. That's a good thing that she wasn't able to tell anybody. Like she couldn't even tell Mr. Damien. Like that was a good thing because it was false. It was false information. So that was good that she wasn't able to spread this false information out into the ether and to ones and ones, because had she spread that false information, then she would have had to go back and clarify everything. Like when she called her sister, she wasn't able to tell her sister what was going on. Mr. Damien played his part, like everybody. Mr. Damien played his part. I was like, yes, he played his part. And for her to get on up out of there and book her flight, like that's where she wanted to go anyway. That's where she was headed anyway. Like how folks say you ain't got nothing but space and opportunity. Like it was made a way. Like she gave herself space and opportunity. She took the opportunity. She made the space and went on about her business. Like she was planning on it. She already, and now I like that she had that book, the photo album, what is it, the book of possibilities. And I like that she changed it to results at the end. And I like how she just, she went for it. She didn't, and I like the fact that she was able to get the cocoon. There was a cocoon available for her to get. Like, I was like, she must have booked that flight before she withdrew that money, cause she didn't get the cocoon right away. So I ain't know like why she didn't, why she got coach. Like I was like, is she trying to, is she pinching or what? But I guess she just got it. I don't know why she got it. I don't know if it was because it was less expensive or what. I don't know why she got coach in the first place. I'm glad she was able to get the cocoon though. And she set into that. She just glad it right on in that seat. She was like, "Yeah, this where I'm supposed to be right here." I'm like, "Yeah, girl." She was like, "Yeah, this is right here." And I noticed like she had on that pink jacket. I was thinking about that pink jacket. I was like, did she buy that pink jacket while she was there? Because, or did she, or is that something she had amongst her stuff that she packed to go there? Because I'm just thinking about like what she was wearing to her job. And I was like, she didn't even have her hair in the bun not one time. I mean, she just was like, oh no, the way Sean was the way Sean was holding her in, I was like, hey, I was like, yeah, he know he got himself a prize. I like how she went on about her business, went on, did what she wanted. Boy, I mean, she got to meet the chef she wanted to meet, Chef Didier, and experience the gourmet meals of Chef Didier. All the things in her in her book um, that she had in there. So yeah, that I mean that talk about talk about manifestation. That's a great manifestation book or movie. I guess it could be likened to. I guess that's the same thing. What do you call them? Vision boards. It was like it was like a vision board, but in uh album. I like how she had it in the album format. And I like how she took pictures of her meals and put them in her album right right then and there. I like the the combo of the camera and printer. She put it in the album. And okay, a bit of movie angst. I'm like, okay, so is this the first time that neighbor came to the house to eat because he ain't never seen this book before? And I mean, or is this your first time bringing out the book while he there? Like, and why the granddaddy gotta eat after y'all eat? Like, why didn't the granddaddy was able to come over to the house or take him? He wasn't able to get a plate while y'all was eating. He had to wait till y'all finish. These are questions that come up after I don't watch this movie so many times. I don't watch the movie I don't know how many times to where I done started thinking about stuff now. Because I would just watch the movie, but now it's been a while. I'm like, oh, he just not seeing that book, or this your first time bringing that book down? Like you usually have the book up when he not there, or what? Like, cause she like, what's that book? Like he ain't never seen it before, and you like, it's my business and boo boo boo. Like I don't know, girl. I know that's your business, but it looked like, what's his name? Uh, oh man, Cragen, Matthew Cragen. Uh, it looked like he was interested in making his own possibilities book. You could have sold him a possibility book. He could have sold him, uh, what you said? 10, did you say 5 or 10 ways to be a better human being? But he would have bought it too. Right. 'Cause she was like, oh, you done up and ran my possibilities, but the Deshaun, and Kragan was like, what's that? He trying to get, he wanna know more about himself. So he wanted to know what uh what wisdoms and gems you had, because he noticed that he noticed that she was valuable. I'm up here about to talk like I'm talking to her. He noticed that she was valuable um after they spoke and had their interaction and stuff, and now he like, well, what's that? Well, what's this? He started asking questions so that he could become better, and she was giving him some ideas and things and what he could do, and he was taking notes. He really was. He was like, he wanted to be better. He was grasping at everything he heard she did, or any wisdom she was giving, because he was like, what's that? And then, or how to do that. Like he was asking the questions on how to be a better person. And she was like, I don't know. I didn't write the book on how to do how to be a better person. But he really was interested in making himself better. So that was cool. I noticed that this last time I watched it. That was real cool. That was what's up. He was like, wow, she got these gems. I'm finna take what gems she done gave me and do better. That's what he was saying. Well, he did say it. He was like, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna put somebody else on the cover. Like he did like a checklist. Like, okay, she said do this, she said do that, she said do that. So he he checked it out. Like, I'm gonna do this better. I'm gonna do this better. I'm gonna do this better. I was like, go ahead, Craig. Uh, he was making notes so he could be better. Cause he was like, wow. He was like, I can't believe I had somebody working for me, like, well, for you, working, uh, at his place. So that means he didn't get to know his employees. He didn't take the time to, uh, he, oh, child. I mean, and then for her section to have the highest thingy, you would think that would be nothing to be sneeze at, but it all worked out. It all worked out. It all worked out. No matter how it panned out, like, cause you know, her goal was just to see Chef DDA and go to the place she was at and enjoy and all that. So, ooh, okay, so we're gonna take a quick intermission. Should I boo boo? Yeah. Should I? Quick intermission here. I'm gonna set up the screen and what is this? Oh, a color. Okay, so I'm gonna set up the screen somehow. I'm trying to see which one I'm gonna put on. Let's see, we're gonna put that on. Okay. And then we're gonna put on some music. Mm, the music doesn't seem to be working. Okay, it doesn't seem like the music is working. Okay, I don't know if I turned the mic off before now or if I just turned the mic on. I meant on. Yeah. Okay, set up. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. The mic isn't turned to me, but I'm in the vicinity. I'm in the vicinity of the mic, so possibly being heard. Yeah. Okay, I want to start the next step on this project here because I would like to see this come together. It says the top part of the section to the top part of other section. Okay, let me um connect my yarn. Okay, that didn't work. Uh, okay, I might have to do this later when I got some light. With some more light. Working right now. I'm sitting up here trying to do that with. Okay, I could keep trying, but I think a bit more light might help. So yeah, this is the part that I'm at in the pattern is like what I looked at in the photo. In the photo, I was like, how is that done? Like, how? So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm in the making of the how. I have read the pattern and I've looked up the tutorial guide to see how to do it. So now it's my turn. get the yarn in my hand and give it a go. Oh, wow. So this year, I'm seeing more people having fun on the beach with uh, Halloween decorations, harvest decorations, uh, pumpkins, skeletons on the beach. And I'm like, yay. So they got the first thing I see of the season is a pineapple jack-o'-lantern, which I'm like, that probably smells so good. Uh, and then there were a couple of photos of pu- pumpkins on the beach by the pier and skeletons uh, in their lounge chairs under their umbrella. And they had a jack-o'-lantern and they lit it and hung it up for light in the under the umbrella. Or they was actually like holding it because I don't guess it was gonna stay up there. But yeah, it was cute though. And then I saw some skeletons having fun by a fire on the beach. Somebody is making these things and posting them. And I think it's very creative. And I'm enjoying seeing them. Another one was like some pumpkins of various sizes and seashells on the beach. And you could see the water and the sunlight, the sun rays, and the trees and the sand. Another photo was uh, pumpkins in a line on the beach. And you could see the water and the blue sky, and you could see blue pumpkins. So I don't know if they painted them or what. So it was some of them were blue. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm thinking they painted the pumpkins. Uh, but yeah, they I guess they did that to match the scenery of the beach. So people are getting creative and bringing the festivities and fun uh beachside, which is cool to see. Uh, Fun being had. Oops. Let's see. What? Oh, okay. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Okay, just testing. My phone had failed. Okay, got that up and running. Um, Does anybody know the word of the day? All right, we've made it to another live stream. Hope you guys took the time to get those stitches done. Now is the Disney Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas card pull. Alright, so the card for today is Two of Potions. And it reads, have things been feeling a little off between you and someone important in your life? examine your own needs and motivation. How do you really feel about this relationship? Are you being honest, compassionate, and supportive? Are they? Give yourself time to reflect. Take a deep breath and try talking things out. If equilibrium can't be reached, moving on alone may be the best course of action. Okay, I just gave the card for the day. Hopefully it was audible. Because I did do that with the music on.